So in the last module, we started building our Rocky Space game and we created our backdrop to make it seem like it's moving. So in this one, we're going to add our spaceship, right? So add a new sprite. Let's look for space. I think there's a spaceship there. So if you want any other sprite, you can choose it. But for this one, I'm going to use spaceship. And then I'm going to say, okay. All right, the spaceship is a bit big, so let's reduce it. Yeah, I think I like this. Good. Now I want the spaceship to always start at the middle, at the bottom here. So one thing I can do is go to events, when clicked, and then motion, I can say go to X will be 0, and then Y can be where it is right now. Let's say Y is 133, right? So it always starts at this point. Good. Now, the next thing we want to do is to control our spaceship. Do you want it to move from side to side using your keyboard, like when the left arrow key is pressed or the right arrow key is pressed, or you want to use your mouse? Any one you want to use is up to you. If you need help remembering how to do it, you can go back to the previous modules. I'm going to use keyboard here. So event, when clicked, remember I'm going to use forever. And then I'm going to use the if then block. So if, under sensing, if the key, let's do the right first. If the right key is pressed, then I want to change X by a certain number. But in this place, I can use a repeat also. So let's use a repeat here. Let's say change X by 5. Let's test it and see if we're fine with it. So right arrow key, yeah. Or maybe it's going too far. So let me use repeat of 5 instead. Yeah, okay, that's better. And then I can duplicate this and do the left arrow key. Change Y by -5. So let's see what we have. Yeah, left, right. Good. So we have controls for our spaceship. If you want to make it move faster, then you can change the repeat or change the number in the change X block. One more thing before we go. So let me just clean up so everything is well arranged. One more thing before we go. Let's make it look like our spaceship is changing color as it's moving along, yeah? So I can go to, actually I can use the same block and then I use a forever block and then say under looks, you look at this change color effect by 25. So I could do this. Now watch what happens. Now it looks like my spaceship is changing color, right? Now if it's changing too fast, I could use a weight in there. So let's say 0.2. Let's see how it is now. Good, right? So I think I'm fine with this. We have our spaceship. It looks like it's moving. It's flying through the backdrop. And as it's flying, it's changing the color effect. That's really cool, right? Good. So we're done with our spaceship. In the next module, we'll add our obstacle.